And good morning, everybody. It's 2024. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, we're doing a beginner's ab exercise today, and we're just sticking with one ab exercise because we want to get it right. It is the crunch because it's fundamental ab exercise, and it's going to do everything you need for it to do. It's going to work very well if we do it correctly. So I'll teach you how to do it. And if you're a rank beginner, never done anything before, I'll teach you ways to get there. Okay, so you can do it properly. Grab yourself some water. Make sure you're fit and well ready for exercise. Make sure you got a nice safe space to work out in. Just need enough space that you can stretch out, okay? Because we're going to be working out down there. But first, as always, we're going to have a little warm up. Sip of water. We just want to get the heart rate up a little bit. And we just want to get the body moving. You probably just got out of bed. Well, I have anyway. Not long ago. Up you get. Out you go into your workout space. Shake off them hands. Just start with some throwing out punches. Nice lazy punches to the start. Just waking up them shoulders. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up into the air. Good. Just starting at the top. 3, 2, 1. Take your feet wide. Make sure there's nothing you're going to hit your hands on. Just give yourself a little pat on the back. So you're just swinging them arms out. Nice and loose. Nothing too heavy yet. Not too aggressive. And lift that heel, look around. That's good. We're just waking up that spine, engaging them abs a little bit. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, chin up. Stick your butt back. Nice flat back. You're going to reach down to the opposite foot. Keep your eyes up. That'll help you maintain a nice flat lower back. And just rotate them arms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up. Okay, this time we're going to take our feet shoulder width. We're going to stick our butt down like we're sitting down on a chair into a squat. Keep the chest as high as possible and come back up. Okay, it sits down, it comes up. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, hands on your hips, feet together. You're going to take a step up for a lunge. Down it comes, and push back off. Then you're going to alternate to the other leg, and back. We're going to repeat 10 times. 4 left. Last 2. That's it right there. Kick out them legs. Now, I'd like you to point your toes to 10 o'clock, arms to 2 o'clock, and you're going to switch, bouncing on the spot. Just going to get that heart rate up a little bit. Big breaths in. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clocks. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time we're going to do a jumping jack. So you're going to come out and in. That's the movement. Okay, let's go. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time we're going to do a high knee. So we're going to drive the knees up and high and into the air. Nice one, Miwa. Good to see you, buddy. Up we go with the high knees. Working them hands. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This time, butt kicks. You're going to lift your heels, bouncing on the spot. If you're unable to do this, bouncing on the spot, jogging, just do alternating heel kicks like so. Let's go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop right there. The last thing we're going to do to finish off this little warm up is a sprint on the spot. Okay, so you're just going to drive them arms, move them legs, and sprint as hard as you can. Let's go. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it all off. A little time out for you right there. Go grab your water. Thanks for the message, Miwa. Hope everything's well with you. Okay, sip of water. Then we're going to take it down. That's it. Little drink right there. Shake it out. Have a walk around your workout space. Alexa, off. Okay, now I want you to take it down to the floor. Here we go, down here. I'm going to get a crunch right. Okay, so here's some key points for you. To start with, we'll take ourselves down, right down to the floor. Now bend knees, soles of your feet flat on the floor. Knees are approximately shoulder width apart, same as your feet. Now the key point here is your lower back. Okay, usually what we'll do is we'll peel away, sticking our abdomen forwards. Now we want to pull that belly button down, forcing our lower back into the floor, okay? Once we're doing that, we're already getting a little bit of a crunch across that midsection here. If you press right in, you should be able to feel some muscle there actually doing its job. If you want to adjust that so you really flatten that back, come down to your pelvis, feel where your hips are, and you want to just adjust that position a little bit. So it's almost like you're lifting your groin, flattening your lower back to the floor, and once you've got it there, squeeze that lower back into the floor, okay? Now, a lot of things with beginners, it's really hard to do a crunch. You'll probably get onto a crunch and your form will go out the window because you're trying to take your hands to your head, which loads up your body even more, and you're trying to come up here. Now, that's very difficult to do when you're a beginner. So what I would always suggest is we'll use momentum as our friend, okay? So if we take our hands directly above, squeeze your lower back into the floor. You're going to breathe out on the way up. But what you're going to do is you're going to throw them hands forwards, okay? This is your momentum. You're going to throw the hands forwards to allow you to come up. There's momentum, but it's fine because you're going to try and use as much of your body weight, as much of your muscle as possible in this movement, but assisted by the throwing of the arms, okay? So you throw them forwards and you come up, breathing out, okay? We're trying to get rid of all of that air as we get to the top of the exercise, and we're trying to pull that abdomen in, okay? So just think about pulling your belly button through to your spine. It goes and back down. Now, if you're struggling to get that kind of height, it's fine if you can just get your shoulder blades off of there. You can get your shoulder blades up. It may look like this for you. This is how we progress, okay? If this is all we can do right now, is getting our shoulder blades off, then that's all we'll do right now. Just think about pulling that belly button in, really drawing them abs in as you come up, breathing out. Let's do a set like this. And then we'll try and progress it. Keep your eyes up. 6 more. If you can't do 6, just do as many as you can in the time I'm giving you. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. Excellent. Have a little stretch out. Okay, so the key points there were rotating hips, flattening that lower back to the floor, using your arms for momentum, pulling that belly button in, and breathing out. Okay, it's really important. If you breathe out, you get rid of all the oxygen in the lung that lays behind your abs, and it allows you to get a deeper contraction in the abs and really make some progress. Okay, so you want to be at the top of your exercise. You want to be here, all the air out, putting that belly button in, and then trying to control your descent. Okay, back to here. Now, it's not about speed. Okay, what people do a lot in a gym, they do it at home, they do it on them infomercials, is to do a lot of this, okay? Just putting their head, doing this. Right now, I can't feel my abs at all. My hip flexors are kicking in. I'm throwing my body around. I'm not in control of anything on this exercise, okay? So very important to be in control. And to be in control, perfect control, you'll do it as slowly as you can, okay? So you can even do this. You can put your hands forward. You can take hold of your legs and you can curl up using a bit of resistance by pulling at your legs and back down. Two ways of assisting. My favorite is this one, but if it feels a bit uncomfortable, a bit weird, let's not do it. Okay, grab ourselves a quick drink, and we'll go back and we'll try and perfect that a little bit more. If you're doing it right, you should already feel a bit of warmth in them abs. Probably going to be hitting your upper abs more than your lower ones. So if you just feel that area below your rib cage, that's where you should be feeling it right now. And hopefully, even after this, if you're a beginner, actually, even if you're not doing these ones properly in your real life and you do a lot of exercises, you'll be able to feel this the next couple of days. So we're going to take it back down. I'm going to try and perfect this. So down we go again. Just them hips. Pull that lower back into the floor. Hands over the top. I'm going to throw them hands forward. We'll try and get a little bit higher each time, okay? So we go and down. And down. Don't worry if yours doesn't look like this. Just try and get them shoulder blades off of the ground. 3 more. Last 2. Last 1. And back and stretch out. Good. Hoping you're feeling it. So right now, if you're a pure beginner, you may look a little bit something like this. Okay. Really concentrate on your breathing. Get rid of that air and trying to control the exercise as much as possible. So my arms go forward and back down. While you're breathing out, don't stick your stomach out, okay? There is a tendency to breathe out and go. Don't do that. Try and pull it in. So you're flattening your lower back to the ground. Really think about that. And breathing out. And back. And back. And back. 2 more. And back. Last one. And back. Good. Have a big stretch out. Okay, if you're building any tension in your lower back, flip yourself over onto all fours. This is your cat stretch. You're going to take your hands back to your knees, chin to your chest, and round that back. Really good for getting the tension out of that lower back. Hold. 3, 2, 1. And out. Good. Okay, if you need to do that a couple of times. We're going back in for another set. So right now, we're not concentrating too much on reps and sets. Again, if you're a beginner, this might be something that confuses you. So reps are the repetitions, the amount of times you do the exercise in that one block, that set, okay? So the principle of overload, actually damaging the muscle to come back stronger and more powerful, is that you complete a certain amount of sets with a certain amount of reps in those sets, okay? So for the purposes of this, we'll be working between 6 and 12 reps. So that's the amount of repetitions, the amount of times you come up and down in your set. So if we do between 6 and 12, and then we take a break, minute or so, go back in, we do another set. If we complete that 3 to 5 times, we'll be making progress. So that's the aim of today. We've done 2 sets, so we're going to go in for a third one, a little bit more structured set this time. I want you to do anything you can up to 12 reps, okay? 6 would be fantastic. If you can do the full 12, that's amazing. If you can only get 2, 3, 4 out, I'm happy. We're going to make progress. You're going to beat that every time. So take it down, adjust them hips, pull that belly button down. If you want the addition of the arms going forwards, we're going to add it to this set. Okay, ready? Let's go. 12, 11, under control. This is 8, 7, 6. Do as many as you can. 5. Get that breath out. 4. Get that belly button in. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Big stretch out. So that is a set we just completed of 12 repetitions, or as many repetitions as you just managed. Take a breather now, grab a drink. We're going to do one more set, okay? One more set, and then we'll do a little stretch off. You can, if you're feeling up to it, just go back, repeat this, do as many sets as you want today. Really concentrate on the key points that I just put out. So the key points were flattening your back to the floor, pulling that belly button down, breathing out on the way up. If you're adding momentum, add momentum. This last one, I'm just going to show you without the momentum, okay? So get yourself back in position. We've practiced a few versions. If you want to continue with those versions, throwing your hands forward for momentum, which was this one. Fine, do that. Otherwise, if you want to take it up a notch, just those hips, pull that belly button down. You're going to have your hands out, either on your thighs, or I like them just out beside the legs. Now your head, you're not yanking your head forward. You don't want to cause any neck injuries. You really want to roll those shoulders away from the ground and come up by pulling that belly button in and breathing out. So it looks like this. And down. One thing, another key point, a lot of people will do this and pull themselves up to here. Okay, once we're here, we're doing nothing with the abs, okay? We come up too high. We don't need to do that, okay? We need to go back. If you actually start in this position and start pulling back, there's a point where your abs kick in. Mine's about here. So there's no way I need to be any higher than this in the exercise at any point. I want to come up, down, and I want to go up to that point. Okay, so I'm going to do what I'd call the intermediate, which is here. What we've done is we moved the weight of our arms over here, taking a little bit of extra weight away from our abs. If we had our hands up here, we'd be adding weight to the top of our body and making it more difficult to do the exercise. If we're putting them here and throwing them forwards, that momentum's helping us. All seems a bit confusing, right? Never mind, we'll get there. Come back and do this over and over, and it will become second nature. I'm going here for the intermediate. I'm going to breathe out on the way up, lift my shoulders off the ground. You do as many reps as you can. I'm going to go for 6 nice, comfortable reps. 3, 2, 1. And down, breathing in. And down, breathing in. And down, breathing in. Keep this going under control. Last one. And down. And big stretch out. So, as I was saying, it's not about doing hundreds and hundreds of reps, which are ineffective. It's about doing very good, high quality reps. What you'll do there, your abdominal muscles are no different to any other muscles in your body, in as such that they will build if you overload them. Now, you don't want to do this anti-fatigue thing. We're trying to build some abdominals here that we want to see if we can get our body fat down low enough. So we want to overload them in a controlled manner. It's not about speed, okay? All of the things, not about speed, it's about control. Okay, hopefully I've just drummed that into you, even though I just sound like I'm repeating myself over and over and over and over again. Okay, it is 8:56 where I am. We're 18:20 into this. I'm trying to make it a 20-minute video. So go back, repeat the things that I was talking about right there. Go through the fundamentals. We'll have a little stretch off now, and then I'll see you next time. And this is the first one of January. I'm looking to do a whole series of beginner exercise stuff. So join me every Monday. Okay, we'll go back. Just take the tension out of that lower back, because it's quite often anybody who does these for the first time will get a lot of tension out of that lower back. So cat stretch. Take your hands back towards your knees, chin to chest, and then round that back like a cat stretching, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly out. Okay, to get stretching that abdomen, take your chest down to the floor. Pop your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Now what we need to do is try and keep your hips close to the floor and peel that shoulder away to a position that's uncomfortable but not painful. And you should feel a stretch right down there, just above the genital area. I want you to breathe deeply, inflating your lungs, and you'll feel that stretch, those abs. Breathe out. And in. And out. And in. So it's the movement of inflating your lungs that is going to stretch the abs right now. And out. And in. and out, and then lower yourself down. Okay, that can cause a little bit of tension in that back again, so push your elbows into the ground, come up butt first. Take yourself into that cat stretch one more time, chin to chest, around that back, and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. One other stretch we're going to do. So what we did is we hit the lower back on the stretch. We did abdominal stretch. Quite often the hip flexors come in hard on this, so we're going to do a little stretch on the hip flexors, okay? So what we're going to do right now is we're going to take one foot over the top of the other. We're going to go through that gap that's created to the shin, and we're just going to pull that back. So this one's actually hitting your glutes on the side of your hip. We'll do hip flexor in a second. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release that one. Take the other one over the top, through the middle, and pull for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up to standing position. Okay, stretch here. It's going to hit hip flexor. It's also going to hit this quad here. So you're going to take your ankle at the ankle, please, not the instep. Put it nice and tight to your butt. Okay, to increase this hip flexor stretch, you're going to squeeze your butt to drive your hips forward, okay? So just squeeze your butt. Little clue here, if you want to stare at a point on the floor, you shouldn't lose your balance, or just put one finger on a piece of furniture. Now squeeze that butt, drive that hip forward. You're going to feel that stretch right into the hip flexor right there. 3, 2, and 1. Keep your hips parallel to the ground. Go to the other side. Pull it up. Pull it in nice and tight. You'll feel the stretch. Increase the stretch by squeezing your glutes. Move your hips forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. That is your first beginner's one for 2024. Time out right there. Victory's ours. #progress. Come back for the next one. I will see you next Monday. Ciao for now. Have a good time. Drop any notes or questions in the comments. I'll speak to you there. Bye.